What's up, guys? Time to show off the first of this build. This is an Anglerfish dial. This one is lasered in brass and heavy distressed. So you've got your lasering throughout the dial. You've got your lasering throughout the bezel insert. This is in a brushed case that I did distressing on, a sawtooth bezel, which I've only done a few of, so which obviously you can see it's distressed as well as the crown and the low profile exhibition caseback. Got a stainless steel movement holder in there, a little signed rotor. This is on a wristbound custom strap, done in a nice yellow leather with a, it's not black stitching, but it is very dark brown, which I thought went nicely with this build. Distressed preview buckle on here, and then you have a set of gold Favniov hands. I've had these for a minute, had not put them on anything, and that is the build. Bezel on this will turn left, it'll turn right. It is on there decently tight. I put a little bit of extra floss around the bottom to make it a little bit tighter of a bond. That said, these sawtooth bezels, I got them in the beginning and they were so loose I didn't really use them, and I've held on to one for a while, just assuming over time I'd either get stuff that works better or learn how to do them better, and I just learned to do it a little bit better. So automatic mechanical, obviously you've got your rotor in the back. That'll help you keep time throughout the day. But if you're not going to be very active and you're not going to be moving too much, make sure you wind it a little bit to keep time throughout the day. And how you do that is you back the crown off the threads until you hear it and feel it clicking. Okay, Google, volume down. Once you back it off, you can now wind, and a wind is a turn away from you. Turning it towards you doesn't do anything. Where's that? Got something on my hand. Turning it towards you doesn't do anything, but it's a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and just go back and forth. Okay, Google, volume down. I don't know how many times I got to tell it. If you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you will keep time throughout the day. And if you do it for something closer to 15 seconds, you're going to max out your 31-hour plus power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it, so don't worry about that. When you're happy with your winding, you're going to pull it out to the one and only click, and you can now set your time. Does not have a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going on you. And you'll also notice you've got a wobble crown. This deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement, so when you're pushing and prying on it, you're not putting any adverse pressures through the keyless works or into the movement. Little cool thing on this, at the end of the Anglerfish here, we have the piece loomed at the end. So we drilled through it, backside loomed. And that is the build. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 1:05 p.m.
1:05 p.m. I feel like I'm pushing around. I was pushing around that same little debris. 1:05 p.m. Obviously the bezel insert is lasered out at the same time. You're going to push that over, get it out of that time setting, and then just wind it down. And that is the build. You've got your distressed brass dial, lasered out Anglerfish, distressed case, sawtooth bezel, preview buckle, and case back. Tension ring I did a little bit as well. Nice clean hands on it. Good looking clean strap. It does kind of have a distressed look to it, but it is actually nice and clean. As with every build, you're going to get matching beads. This will come in. This was close enough. Put this in a Kraken treasure box. Since it is nautical related, this is held on. You've got your magnets that are done inside there. So position 1, position 2, position 3. Kraken treasure box. This will come with watch foamer. This is good on all glass and metal parts. So everything here in the center, non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue, as well as a microfiber. Also get some leather conditioner. This will keep that strap perfectly soft. If you ever feel that the strap is not as soft, apply it on the front and back. Let it soak in. Remove any excess. Use a rag of some sort. Don't use one of your microfibers. And then lastly, you're going to get some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged, as well as a color matching microfiber. This is for your acrylic glass because you can scratch it, but if you do, you'll put a tiny bit of this on it and buff it out using this microfiber. If the scratches up and down, go left and right, filling up that scratch, haze it, buff it out, and it should be gone. And that is the build. Hopefully you like it, especially if it's going to you. So first anglerfish in a distressed case. So we'll start working in some of these. We'll do them in some silvers, some titanium style. But the first one is a distressed brass. So if it's going to you, like I said, appreciate you a ton. Hope you like this distressing on the case. I distress it and then I buff it, and then distress it and then I buff it. And it gives it a nice age. And this was on a brushed case, so you still have your brush marks or your milling marks there under. So pretty cool. If you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe, as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.